Hey there. So today we are going to be discussing why you are not wealthy yet. And it's important to know that this video is for people that want more out of life to do what they love. So that is including more time, more money. So let's jump straight into it. What is wealth? Wealth, and this is my definition. This is not based off of the internet. This is not based off of anything outside of my opinion and my experience. Wealth is a person's ability to be able to afford their current or desired lifestyle with a with very little additional input such as time, money, and energy, and also having the ability to take the time will not be drastically affected because you can't work. So that is what being wealthy is to me. And today we are going to be discussing the three reasons why you're not wealthy yet and what you can do to change that in the next 5 years. So if that interests you, stay tuned. So the first thing is your income. If you can barely afford your current circumstances and lifestyle. So how would you know if this applies to you? It applies to you if you do not have any money left over after you pay all of your bills, if you cannot pay off all of your credit card debt at the end of the month. Also, if you are one emergency away from not being able to afford your basic necessities such as your house, car, food, clothing, such. So, the answer to how to fix this if you have an income problem is you can either decrease your expenses, and if you decide to do that, basically you're choosing to reduce your quality of living and being able to save and invest. And a lot of people do that. So like that looks very simple, looking at how much you spend and deciding to cut down on your coffee, on your DoorDash, on, the good things in life. So I personally, I don't like having to decrease my expenses. So that's why I'm giving you an alternative path. So you can also increase your income. So you can get a better paying job and acquire more skills to be able to ask for more money in your current industry. And an example of that would be when I first decided, oh, I want to make more money. I was already a data analyst. The logical next step would have been, okay, let me get a degree, let me get some training in becoming a data scientist because that's how I could ask for more money and have more skills to pay and get paid more. Or you could do what I do. So another option to increase your income is start a side hustle that ends up becoming your main job. And that can be based off of your current job or completely different industry. And so for me, like I said, this is all based off of my personal experience, not ChatGPT or anything like that. Like this is my real life. This is my real experience. I decided instead of becoming a data scientist that I was going to learn how to make money in real estate and get started with very little money. So that's what I decided to do. And as a result, I was able to quit my job, but that's not even the best part is really that I was able to replace my how much I made in my jobs for the year. We literally made that in 3 months. And yeah, increasing your income is the first step to wealth. And another option is you can marry someone that earns enough to support or contribute to both of your lifestyles. And the reason this is in a square is because that's what I did. I not only got started in real estate, but I also selected a spouse that could afford both of our lifestyles. Essentially, when we got into business together, it blew up exponentially because I had both the side hustle and also with getting married and coming together, having a partner. And so I do teach how you can learn how to get started in real estate. Click the link in my bio if you want to learn about real estate and or if you want to learn how to attract better quality men, that's also in my bio as well. And so the next thing is your assets. The reason why you're not wealthy is because you haven't purchased or created income producing assets. And there's two types of assets. There's physical assets and digital assets. So physical assets can be real estate. So having property that you own that you're renting out to people or businesses, that's a asset, as well as us owning stocks or owning a business. And something to be aware of when you own a business, a lot of people get into business for, more time, more freedom. Actually, it can very easily become another job if you do not have the skills to train up people, to hire good management. Like, if you have to work in the business, that is another job. And that, yes, some people would consider it an asset, but like what we're talking about is being able to not work at all or very little and still having income at the end of the month coming in. So that's where it gets tricky. Another thing is you can create digital assets. So just based off of the things that you know in your life experience, which is what I'm doing here, sharing my life experience and my expertise, you can create ebooks, courses, journals, audiobooks, and share affiliate links to things that have helped you in the past. All of these things can help you make money essentially in your sleep and free up more time to do the things that you love and, of course, get that income up. Another thing is your environment. Your environment is not helping you achieve your goals, and that's why you're not wealthy yet. A lot of people think that, oh, I can do this myself. I want to do this myself, and whatever it takes, I'm going to just do it. And I love that for you. But realistically, we need community. We are humans. So if our immediate circle does not support our goals, if our friends and our family, every time we're telling them, oh, I don't want to hang out, I'm saving money, it's, oh, you're lame. Oh, you never want to do anything. They're giving you a hard time. That's not support. And if the people around you don't understand your goals or are putting you down because you have these goals, then it makes it so much harder to become wealthy. The first thing you need is to get around people and get plugged into people that are like minded and will support you in your goals and understand that, hey, this is what I'm on, this is what I want to do, and not give you any kind of pushback about having goals, having this desire to be wealthy. And another thing is learning. I am a first generation millionaire. I do not come from money. No one in my family has a, significant estate or anything like that. So I'm not gonna say I had to get it out the mud, but I did have to figure things out for myself. And I am so big on learning because if it was just based off of my immediate surroundings and the people that I know, I wouldn't have any of the things that I know. So it's because of people putting resources out there and sharing what they know that I was able to learn how the wealthy think, learn how to make money, and learn how to create generational wealth. So, learning is another key component. Because of that, again, I have a whole suite of different things that I've learned over the years to help me not only build wealth, but become a magnet to the lifestyle that I wanted. So, again, these are resources that I put together to share with you if you want to learn those things. But the other thing is exposure. If you're not being exposed to people that are thinking bigger, to people that are doing bigger, doing better, have a better mindset, have a better lifestyle. If you are not being exposed to that, you don't even know what's possible. So I remember when I first saw people online on Instagram making money in real estate. I'm like, you mean to tell me? So like the people that I was watching, mind you, this is in like 2020, 2021. People that I'm watching, they're making $10,000 in one sweep. And a lot of these people, specifically the person that I learned from, like she's a single mom of two or three kids. She was successful at wholesaling real estate. Then I saw this other guy that's like a felon. He's doing it and making money. Then I saw another guy that he's I think he's an immigrant. So he came from, I don't know, somewhere in Africa. And so like he has like a strong accent and a lot of people would see that as a barrier, but no, he getting money too. And I'm like, oh yeah, like I don't have any of these disadvantages that these people have. So I have no excuse. I gotta do this. And because they were sharing what they're doing, sharing how this information completely changed their life and their quality of life, I was able to jump in and get the ball rolling. And yeah, like I already told you, my side hustle was able to replace my income and I was able to quit my original job. And now I'm a wife and mom, so I don't really work too much. I do this for fun because again, I'm passionate about sharing each one teach one, sharing the knowledge and expertise that I've acquired because I'm just so grateful for the people that did that when I was learning. Yeah, that's why I'm here. And so these are the 3 reasons why you're not wealthy yet. But if you address those 3 things, your income, your assets, and your environment, I promise you it is just a matter of time. This is the formula. You get some income, you get some assets, you change your environment, that's the recipe. That's the recipe right here. But if you want more details on how to attract the lifestyle that you want, click the link. I have tons of goodies available for you to check out. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.